Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? Listen, we are live. My cup does not runneth over, just so you know. Hey, my you can't make this up cup. Hey, listen, we are live. Send in your comments, send in your questions. Let me give you a little bit of a heads up. I'm really, really kind of exhausted today. So if I fall asleep, I might put myself to sleep. But I'm going to try to keep you all awake. So let's get going. Oh, a couple of items for you first. I will be in Signal Hill, Calvary Chapel, Signal Hill, this coming Sunday, 5 o'clock p.m. Join us in person if you can. I will be there joining James Cadiz and David Towle. It's going to be an incredible live prophecy update. If you cannot be there in person, join us right here, hopeforourtimes.com. We will be broadcasting it live 5 p.m. 5 p.m., right, guys? 5 p.m. this Sunday night, Pacific Standard Time. Going to be absolutely fantastic. And then I will be joining Pastor Brandon Holthouse and Dr. Billy Crone coming up in Bakersfield next Wednesday, June 17th. So this Sunday, June 14th, I think, there we go. And then next Sunday, I'm getting all, told you I'm tired. June 17th, 6 p.m. That will also be broadcast live right here at hopeforourtimes.com. If you can't be there in person, but if you can be there in person, we will be in Bakersfield. Hey, it's like the Three Amigos. I just noticed that. Hey, we're going to all be together live next Wednesday, June 17th. Going to be absolutely fantastic as Pastor Brandon Holthouse now hosts the monthly program. Many of you know that Jan Markell was doing that for quite some time. And now Pastor Brandon is hosting this program on Wednesday nights, about once a month, I believe. Yeah, it is once a month. And I get to co-host with him. Great guest every time. Billy Crone. Man, that is always exciting when Billy is around. All right, everybody, are you ready to roll? Okay, check this out. Got a few pictures for you. Pull this first one up. Look at this. There you go. Man who robbed bank because he'd rather be in jail than live with his wife, sentenced to 6 months of house arrest. That, to me, my friends, is absolutely hilarious. And moving on, you think things are a problem? I'll tell you this much. Climate change is a problem. Did somebody ask me if I'm going to wear this jacket on Wednesday? I don't know. Remember, this is live. Send in your comments, Pookie. Whatever you're doing, send them in. Send in your comments. Send in your questions. Okay, what happened? Oh, climate change. It's so tough that it used to be back in the old days that dads had 3 or 4 kids, but nowadays kids have 3 to 4 dads. Ain't that the way it is? What a mess everything is. Hey, Ricky Scapero just joined the chat. Ricky, listen, Ricky joined us in Idaho. If you want to see the conference is available. This for streaming, if you want, you can get Idaho, you can get our Washington conference, Ellensburg, Santa Barbara's coming up, and Texas. All of them combined in just one package. And Ricky just absolutely hit it out of the park. Man, that was such a great message. Thank you so much, Ricky, and it was great. And if you want to get the bundle package, all different speakers, all completely different messages, you can get the bundle package at hopeforourtimes.com. Go there. You'll get all 4 of the conferences that we have this year. The Are You Ready conferences. Ever heard of that? Darn right we have. Are you ready? Okay, what else do we have? Check this out. The Pentagon. Look at this. Look, breaking. The Pentagon is, get a load of this. Apparently this is legit. The Pentagon is executing a shelter in place after systems detected an air quality issue. Precautionary measures will be in place until the Department of Defense determines the significance of the issue. Shelter in place. I mean, come on. This is just nuts. Thank you, Donna, from Canada for sharing that. This stuff is just nuts. Hey, by the way, how about some salt for your fries for Pride Month? Well, Babylon Bee has figured out a way to make your fries very salty. Check it out. In honor of Pride Month, Chick-fil-A waffle fries will be seasoned with salt from Lot's wife. Friends, That's hilarious. And for those of you who don't know, Babylon Bee is a satire program post, and that is hilarious. So, I mean, I don't think they really have Lot's wife salt at a Chick-fil-A restaurant. Some of you might think that they really do. Just to give you a heads up, they really do. But that is funny. But especially looking at this, we've talked about this a lot, right? We deal with funny stuff. We deal with real stuff. We deal with the you can't make this up stuff here on Thursdays because, quite frankly, we need to lighten the load. And man, what a week it's been. You can join me for The Truth tonight, 5 o'clock Pacific time. And I'll be by myself tonight hosting that. But you look at the things that are going on. I'll be dealing with Russia, with Iran, with AI, a few other things. Join 5 o'clock tonight. But you'll look at this. We have all this serious stuff going on. We need to lighten the load. So that's what we do here on You Can't Make This Up. And I want to thank Pastor Dave Bowen for filling in for me for The Truth while I was gone. We have a conference coming up in Mexico at the end of this month. So I was in Mexico, but we have the conference coming up in Mexico. And so that's just a lot of things going on. Yes, I am tired. Did I already say that? Okay, we're not done yet. Check this out. This guy, a ghost. Here's a ghost. No, I'm actually not kidding on this. Man fined, get this, for pretending to be a ghost in a cemetery, making woo noises. I look at this, I think, all right, this guy was 24 years old. A man has been fined. Okay, we already read that part. Anthony Stallard had been out drinking with friends when they went to the Kingston Cemetery in Portsmouth, where they started to play football. A Hampshire police spokesman said that witnesses complained to police Stallard using rowdy behavior and pretending to be a ghost. He said the witness reported the group engaging in rowdy behavior and one of them throwing their arms in the air and saying, woo, woo. Remember Caspi, the friendly ghost? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. The 24-year-old pleaded guilty at Portsmouth Magistrates Court to using threatening or abusive words or behavior likely to cause distress. I got to confess something, friends. I was unsaved one time, and I probably would have done something like that. I did much worse than that. Praise God for his salvation. But thank you. Don Redinger set that up. Thank you, Don, for sending that. That one is hilarious. All right. Oh, Pookie's here. Hey, Pookie. Everywhere we go, people know you and they know James Cadiz. Everywhere that we go. I don't care if it's Washington or Idaho or Mexico or wherever we go, people know Pookie and James Cadiz. Go figure that one. All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Are you ready for the next one? Look at this. This is regarding raw milk. You got to love this one. Just past 6 liquor stores, 7 fast food restaurants, and 4 vape shops on my way to pick up my illegal raw milk because the government cares about my health. Friends, that is absolutely hilarious. And you know it's true, too. Don't do this, but you can have all of this other stuff. That's right, Pilgrim. Hey, let's go here. Check it out. Disclosure Day. We got to deal with Steven Spielberg's big movie coming out, Disclosure Day, right? I want to talk about this for just a minute. Give me a minute here. Most of you have heard about it. It gets released June 12th. That'd be tomorrow. Unless you're watching this tomorrow, then it would be today. If you're watching it Saturday, then it would be yesterday. Anyways, Disclosure Day, this is the release on it, is a sci-fi thriller which hits theaters nationwide on June 12th. The highly anticipated film marks the legendary director's return to the UFO genre and follows a whistleblower and a TV meteorologist. All right, so here's what they are saying, what Steven Spielberg has been saying about this. I've been following the story. I know some of you have been following this story too, that it's going, according to Spielberg, it's going to rock your Christian faith. What is up with that? I want you to think about it. We're going to rock your Christian faith. Well, here's something to think about. Our friend Brad Reeves had posted this. By the way, Brad Reeves has a conference coming up in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Check it out. We have it right here. Hope for a time so you can check out the events. I'll be there. Pastor Brent Holdhouse will be there. A bunch of people can be there. It's going to be a great conference. That's coming up in Gettysburg. So if you can't get out to the West Coast, we'll be in Gettysburg. Check it out. All right. So Spielberg, about the movie Disclosure Day, says Christians will question their faith. He doesn't say Muslims or Jews or Hindus or Buddhists or Sikhs or Satanists or anyone else. Just Christians will question their faith. This alien psyop couldn't be more transparent. Yeah, I mean, seriously, okay, when you look at this, what do we know? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, God says, I will send strong delusion among the people that they will believe the lie because they would not receive the love of the truth. We see deception, we see delusion. What in the world is really going on? I think, listen, when I look at this, the movie alone, I saw like E.T., what was it, like 100 years ago when Spielberg was probably 5 years old or something? I saw E.T. many moons ago and other UFO kind of movies, right? And E.T. was about, what, the encounter or something like that? And remember that thing sticking the finger out? E.T., right? Remember that? And it lit up, beep, beep, beep. Remember that? All right, so My Favorite Martian. How many of you are old enough to remember that TV program, My Favorite Martian? This stuff's been going on a long time, but now it's getting down to the point where it appears it is intentional to bring in the drama, but to also bring in enough stories for people to start going, oh, is this real? I'm telling you, the world is being set up to turn against all things God, and this word right here. The deception is growing. It's going to be off the charts. If you think people were deceived over what was happening with that whoop, whoop, 6 years ago, and you can still see what's going on. You can see the deception. It's like there's this hypnosis that's been going on in the Western world, and the switch is going to be flipped, and all of a sudden people are going to go, oh, follow their master. But you look at this deception with Disclosure Day. This is the devil that wants people to be deceived so he can bring in his man. So then you start to doubt that the Bible is true. Oh, well, there really are there's other peoples that are out there, there's other planets, this Jesus stuff is fake. You can see the direction all of this is going. God says, I will send them strong delusion. So they will believe the lie. Why? Because they rejected him. They would not receive the love of the truth. Pam Lester says, couldn't wait for his antenna to pop up. Loved My Favorite Martian. Pam Lester, you must be as old as me. I am now 32 years old, and I remember that program, maybe 32 times a bit. But hey, what the heck? So why would, Pookie, 61 Countdown says Pookie is spooky. You're right, Pookie is spooky. There you go, Pookie. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Check this out. So why are people so easily deceived? I'll show you. Look at this. College students are rapidly losing the ability to read. I'm going to deal with this in detail in The Truth program coming up in just a few hours later on today on this channel. But when you look at it, the issue is, they're saying is AI, which has been promoted as the tool to really help people learn, it's actually dumbing down people so they can't think for themselves. They're able to solve math problems with AI, so there's no critical thinking. They've taken away the thought process, what the tools that are necessary to develop in your brain to be able to think. So what happens? You're set up for total deception and total delusion so that you will believe the lie. Disclosure Day, the movie, I'm telling you, friends, this stuff is all a setup. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You know what else you can't make up? Check this out. This alligator story. This is great. Look at this. Louisiana sheriff gives Gator Deputy of the Year award for stopping DUI suspect with its teeth. Here's a story that is so Louisiana, I'll be surprised if we don't see this scene in the inevitable remake of The Waterboy. A man suspected of driving while impaired was attacked by an alligator after attempting to flee police in Louisiana. Local and state authorities said No, that is not Bobby Boucher's dad. It's 40-year-old DUI suspect Victor Rivas. I don't know who Bobby Boucher is, or Boucher, or whatever the guy's name is. After striking a concrete barrier near New Orleans, and blowing out a tire, Mr. Rivas allegedly jumped off an elevated highway straight into a swamp during a DUI stop. He showed the classic signs of impairment, slurred speech, glassy eyes, and the unshakable confidence that fleeing on foot into Louisiana swamp was a great idea. Cops lost him temporarily, but later spotted him strolling down another highway. When law enforcement approached for round two, our hero made the same brilliant tactical decision: back into the swamp. I guess he thought, I got one of the swamp once, it was going to go back into. That's when Mother Nature introduced him to one of her local friends. An alligator emerged from the murky water, ready to nominate Rivas for the Darwin Awards. Remember the Darwin Awards? That became quite popular many years ago. Anyways, that's a hilarious story. What can I say? Hey, ready? Watch this video. This is where we are. This is Marco Rubio being questioned. I mean, it's supposed to be serious. This is just nuts, but this is where we are. Watch what happens.
Watch this congresswoman make a complete fool out of herself, and then I'll tell you more.
Shoes the president bought you were too big. You clearly don't know what winning means, and not because the facts are unclear to you, it's because telling the truth would cost you your job.
I don't know what shoes she's talking about. What is she talking about? Yeah, I don't know about the shoes. I mean, he gave me some Florsheim shoes. They're actually pretty good. They fit fine. I don't know what she's talking about, and maybe that's what she's referring to.
Your shoes look very nice today, Mr. Secretary.
How can you see them? They're way down here. We're talking about shoes. Are you guys kidding me? I mean, is this the Foreign Affairs Committee, or is this like a circus?
Sarah Jacobs is a joke, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio just ate her for lunch. Let me tell you, Sarah Jacobs is a Democrat congresswoman from San Diego. She's the granddaughter of Qualcomm co-founder Irwin Jacobs, who basically bought her seat. She votes with the squad, and this entire circus, she wanted to go viral, but she's going viral for being an unserious person. And there's more. Sarah Jacobs is reportedly dating Ammar Campa-Najjar. His grandfather, Mohammed Yusuf al-Najjar, was a senior Fatah leader linked to the planning of the 1972 Munich Olympic terrorist attack, where 11 Israeli athletes were murdered. Campa-Najjar just lost another congressional race, and yet these are the people lecturing the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, shoes. The shoes you're wearing in this world that is just, this is the kind of, I don't think I'm allowed to say that word. It's spelled C-R-A-P. I'm not allowed to say it. But nobody said you couldn't spell it. But this kind of stuff we're dealing with, this is just nuts. No wonder why we got Mamdani, and there's some other dude now. This Nazi guy. I mean, I've been reading about this guy that he won something. He's now in the race, and he's going to be. That's down when I was in Mexico. I'm hearing about these things. People think Mexico's crazy. No, I tell you, Americans are nuts. This stuff's insane. It's insane. The stuff that's happening. What a mess. Speaking of, watch this kid. He's just going to ruin this Lego town. Look at that. Just the biggest. This whole thing was built out of Legos, baby. Look at that. If that was my kid, you know what I would do? I'd be embarrassed. By the way, that was an AI video. Just a made-up one. But you know there's kids like that. I know personally. There are kids like that. I wouldn't have done that when I was a kid. My dad would have whooped me. I never really got away with it, but that was an AI video. But nevertheless, man, that was kind of funny. Taking down the Eiffel Tower. Kind of descriptive of what's going on over in France right now with Islam, isn't it? Wow. All right, let's watch this. This is a Babylon Bee video looking up verses for pride in the Bible to celebrate Pride Month. Thank you, Babylon Bee, for putting together such an excellent video. Watch this. About 2 minutes long. Watch this.
Well, it's Pride Month again, making this the perfect time of year to see what inspirational passages can be found in God's Word that will help you celebrate pride. Kick your pride up a notch and pass these comforting verses on to the gays in your life. Ooh, this one's coming all the way from Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil. Pride and arrogance and the way of evil, and perverted speech I hate. Wow, inspiring. Or consider this verse, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. You shall not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination. I'm not sure what all those words mean, but it sounds good. Ooh, Job, chapter 35, verse 12. There they cry out, but he does not answer, because of the pride of evil men. Neat. Ooh, my favorite, Daniel 4, verse 37. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, for all his works are right, and his ways are just, and those who walk in pride he is able to humble. See, God works during Pride Month. Little known fact, King Nebuchadnezzar was the world's first furry. Diversity. Hey, check this out the next time you're at a bathhouse. Romans chapter 1, verse 27. And the man likewise gave up natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another, men committing shameless acts with men and receiving in themselves the due penalty for their error. That'll be good in your parade. Oh, here's a good one in James chapter 4, verse 6. But he gives more grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Oh, here's a good one from Jude, verse 7. Just as Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding cities, which likewise indulged in sexual immorality and pursued unnatural desire, serve as an example of undergoing a punishment of eternal fire. Cool. Wow, isn't the Bible just really great? Truly heartwarming. Be sure to side hug a gay and share one of these inspiring verses today. Happy Pride Month.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, I look at it. Yeah, well, nothing more to say on that. From Pookie, you did join in. We knew you would. Tommy, don't forget the FDA, Food and Death Association. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, watch this. This is Dana Loach. She's going to deal with Candace Owens. She does an outstanding job in this. We got about 25 seconds. Watch this.
Oh boy, the demons are mad. James chapter 1, verse 27. Pure and undefiled religion
the Lord of the
before
Rings
God
clip.
and the
The
Father is
Queen.
this, to visit orphans and widows, and a defender of widows.
Widows, 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 the widow.
Can you imagine?
You shall honor.
Can you imagine mocking scripture? But she's a demon, and you can judge them by their fruit. She's not a real Christian. She cosplays as a Christian. Demons laugh at scripture.
I mean, it's just so bizarre. I mean, you need to call it the way to thank you, Dana, for putting that together. You look at this kids. Man, what the heck is going on? But we know 1 Timothy chapter 4, in the last days, they'll be given over to doctrines of demons and deceiving spirits, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their own conscience seared with hot iron. Read it yourself. 1 Timothy chapter 4, friends, we are there. And guess what else? We're not even in the tribulation yet. Imagine how much worse this kind of stuff can be. The delusion, the disclosure day with Steven Spielberg's movie and all this other weird stuff that's going on. You can't make this up. Why are all of these different things happening? Join us this Sunday. I'll be joining James Cadiz and David Tao. Next Wednesday, I'll be joining Pastor Brandon Holdhouse and Billy Crone. So much to talk about. If you can't be there in person, join us for live stream, both Sunday night, 5 p.m. and Wednesday night, 6 p.m. right here at hopeforourtimes.com. But man, you look at this stuff and you go, this stuff is just absolutely nuts. All right, I'm going to show you something. This is going to take a different turn for a minute, but I want to deal with something that's extremely serious. It's going to turn some of your stomach. I'm not joking, right? But you, in a sense, you can't make this stuff up, but it reminds me of what Nazis did with the Jews, with the hair that they took, and they cut off, and they made wigs and stuff like that. Read this. Look at this. There you go. This is also from Donna from Canada. Thank you, Donna, for saying this. Armenian Customs seized 143 bundles of undeclared Iranian human hair hidden in truck pillows. A longtime German hair importer reports an explosion and market saturation of Iranian hair. Another wig maker in Los Angeles, with 15 years in the business, confirms a major influx of Iranian hair right now. This comes right after the January 8-9 massacre, hundreds of thousands killed, bodies missing, morgues overflowing. The Islamic Republic is a savage terrorist regime. Friends, this is just sick when you see this kind of stuff. No, you can't make this up. And you think, how could people even do this kind of stuff? But this is the world that we live in. Nevertheless, we had to bring us something to straightforward, remind us what in the world is really going. So much to talk about. But listen, let's just go here. I'm just going to give you the tip of the week because I need to shift gears. We need to have a little bit more humor. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. A little bit more humor. Are you guys ready? Here's tip of the week. What's tip of the week? There it is. When a donkey gets too much attention, it starts thinking that it's a lion. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the tip of the week? Don't be a donkey. On the other hand, God can use donkeys. He used Balaam's donkey. Remember that? The donkey was smarter than Balaam. The donkey turned around and looked at Balaam and said, "Why are you hitting me? Stop doing that, Balaam." Remember that book of Numbers? The most amazing part is Balaam starts arguing with the donkey. Arguing with, King James. What's King James word for donkey? Am I allowed to say it? I don't know. Apparently, I'm not allowed to say it. Hey, by the way, check this out. I want to thank you for your generous support. Anybody who partners with us financially, listen, we are 100% supported by our viewers. We're not supported by a church or by an organization or anything like that. It's only by viewers. And I want to just thank you for coming alongside and supporting us. So we have this. It's a thank you that we're sending it out, and check it out. It's God's promised land, the promised land. Bible references to God's covenant with Israel, and there's so many people out there that say there's no promises of the land to the people of Israel. There's only, the Hodge twins said there's only one promise in the whole Bible. Well, guess what? We put this together. Actually, Dave Bowen, and then. I thought so. I asked Dave, can we have that? We made it into this really cool gift that we want to give you guys. But 170 Bible verses. Not just one Bible verse about God promising the land to the people of Israel, the Jews. 170. And thought, you know what? What does the Bible actually say? And we wanted to get it into your hands so that we are giving that to everybody. It's our way of saying thank you for coming alongside and just financially partnering with us, saying we want to give to your ministry. We believe in what you're doing. You're bringing the truth into a world of lies. We need the truth. We store our treasure in heaven. We're going home, but this is what we're going to do in the meantime. So I just want to thank you guys for doing it. We could not do this ministry and this work without your help. We're able to take the gospel even down to Mexico, other parts of the world, and be able to have all the different programs we do. But again, thank you so much. God bless you guys. For anybody who partners with us, or if you haven't yet and you'd like to, come alongside and start giving to the ministry. We will send this out to you. It's coming in the mail to you guys. If you already have, it's coming in the mail beginning in June, and we'll be sending it out. It'll be like just our way of saying thank you this summer to you guys for coming along. So, by the way, we had this. Remember this? This was in December. This is so cool. Final Countdown, Planet Earth. This was totally cool. So the promised land is coming to you. It's smaller than this, but it's really cool. It will really help you to have all those scriptures. God bless you guys. Thank you, and looking forward to seeing you. Guess when? Sunday morning. Be back in the Gospel of Matthew. Sunday night, Prophecy Update with James Cadiz and David Tapp. God bless you guys.